Hi everybody, in episode 42 we sailed out of Antigua. Join us for the Guadeloupe experience.
We are John and Sandra. Join us as we attempt to sail around the world in our Leopard 44 catamaran. We're whizzing on at a good rate, 7 knots or so. There's at least a couple of yachts leaving behind us. So there we go. And this is the top end of Guadeloupe. It's sort of like a double island. We're heading for the western one, not the eastern one. I'm deliberately keeping it basically to the east of the track line, the windward side of the track line, to avoid having to do a beat at the end. If we have to bear away towards the end, that's fine. But yeah, so all looking good. We've got about 20 knots of wind, occasionally gets up to almost 25. I haven't seen 25. And we've been doing sort of 7 or 8 knots most of the time, which is pretty good. Progress is being made. We've been going about 3 hours. We've done 22 miles and we've got 22 to go, give or take, which is pretty good news. I've gone to 2 reefs in the Jenny. We had squalls come through and I put the reefs in, and then when they passed I let them out again, then another squall came and put them in again. So, all in all, I'm minded just to leave the reefs in. We're good for the moment, but I can see there's more squalls coming, so we'll just leave them in. I'm too lazy to reel them in and out all the time. I've got about 15 miles to go to the waypoint, which is off the coast. And we've just spotted Artemis. We left Cape Verde with Artemis. We saw them for the first 2 or 3 days, I can't remember exactly, but we saw them for a few days. I haven't seen them since. They're going the other way though. They must have stopped off in Barbados or something like that, or maybe even Trinidad and Tobago, working their way north, probably to do a circuit back to Europe, the Atlantic circuit. Yeah, it's a small world. Funny. So we continue to fly along. The wind has really got up a bit. 25 knots sustained, and up to 30. So I'll put some more reefs in the Jenny just to depower us a bit, and also ease the mainsail out a bit further to try and depower it. And we're down to 7 miles to go. So all in all, it's pretty good. It's not even 11:30 yet. We've only been going 5 hours, which is not bad for 40 miles. Well, we haven't done 40 yet, we've only done 36, 37. So, yeah, all good. We're flying along. At last, we're anchored, I think, successfully. We had a bit of a faff, haven't we, Commodore?
Yes, it's so crowded here and you have to pay attention to not touching anybody. So, our trip here was more easier than trying to find a parking in Guadeloupe.
Yes, I don't know. I've lost count of the number of times we had the anchor up and down, up and down.
Oh,
up and down.
probably about 7, 8 times. Ask me how wet I am
Yes.
after the pouring rain.
Poor Sandra was out the front during that. Anyway, the numbers. We have had a pretty quick sail down here today. done 46.5 miles, which is pretty something, and 236 for the month. Speed wise, it'll have changed probably, 6.2. The strongest wind was 31.5 knots, and we did 12.8 knots. Average speed over the grounds go down to 6.2. It was 7.5 as we were just dropping the sails out in the bay. And it's the faffing around in here that's dropped it a knot. It's taken us a long time. It's now, what's the time now? It is now 17:50 takeoff for, it's 13:50. So it's 2 o'clock, and we got here at 12, I think. Well, before 12. So it's been a long time faffing around trying to get anchored. But we're not the only ones, there's several other people have been moving around and trying to find the right spot, etc, etc, etc. Okay, Commodore. So now we're in Des Hayes, and this is how it's written. There we go. That's Des Hayes, Des Hayes. But apparently it's pronounced
the E. You've got to flip your shoulder. The E.
De. Wow.
That's what we learned in the E.
I'd never have guessed that.
Good morning on this beautiful Sunday morning, the 19th, I think, of February. We're now setting off, and we're going to be joined by James from the US. He's approaching us. We've been waiting for him, and we will be sailing down to Basseterre, which is another part of Guadeloupe.
This is a frustrating old sail. We've had the reefs in, out, up, down. 1 minute we've got 25 knots, the next minute we've got 4 or 5 knots, currently we've got 7 or 8. Either way, it's just a pain in the butt. We're going nowhere fast. Doing 3.5 knots now. We were doing 8.5 knots a minute ago. And we've broken. Here we are in Basseterre. This, believe it or not, is the entrance to the marina. The marina's in there where you can see the masts. James has gone in to get some gas. That's his yacht, you can just see there, going to fill up. We had some issues. The starboard engine, the water in the diaphragm light came on, and the battery charger, the alternator, didn't charge the battery. So that's a problem we'll have to try and fix. I'm hoping that the water in the diaphragm can be fixed like I did with the port one, just simply by wiggling the control on a bit more, the wire on a bit more solidly. But how we fix the alternator, I don't know. But anyway, here we are in Basseterre. Numbers, we did 25 miles for cash. We had a maximum wind of 30 knots for cash, and we did 9.4 knots. So not bad, not bad. as you can hear, we've still got the alarm on the starboard engine battery. That meter says it's dead, but it still charges the batteries, so I'm hopeful it's just an alarm issue rather than anything else, but it is very annoying. So Sandra's bringing up the thing, and we have a new crew member. It's been very nice and the weather's been excellent since we've been here. A little bit gusty yesterday. The anchor let go, which was a little bit alarming. Unfortunately, it happened while we were on the yacht. We were able to rescue the situation. We're off to the Saints. And so we leave Guadeloupe behind. It's not going to shrink very much in the rear view mirror because we're only going to the Saints, which is right here. And we're going to this one over here, I think. We have to wend our way in a channel. But it's only a few miles. The entrance to the channel is 5 miles away. So yeah, all looking good. The wind is holding pretty much steady at 20 knots, which is fine. We've only got the one reef in the main, so it's kind of marginal, but yeah, it's fine. And it won't be too far until we start the motors again and bring them down, bring the sails down. But yeah, not far to go. That's where we're going in here. So, here we go.